Call Allah, Al-Hayna, Yahweh, Bashim, Yahweh Shah, Mashiach, Wabalaki, Bashim, Harawat, Kakwadash, Barakatham, the water by Bawa, Kwam Yashra. Of honor to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us daily, to the men out there teaching the likewise doctrine and city Shalom. Today, this video is going to be about the end of America, aka Babylon, and the writings on the wall. I mean, it's just a matter of time before the Lord just say, you know what, just go get matured and recap, tie them up. And that day is coming. Matter of fact, every day that goes by, we are a day closer to that day, believe it or not. But let's get the reason why this wickedness got to come to an end, because if not, Esau gonna kill everybody. That is scriptural. Let's get it. Let's get it right now. Here you go. Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days be short, there should no flesh be saved. For the elect's sake, those days shall be short. Because Esau, if he stays in power, he's going to end up killing everybody and everything, including himself. That's why the Lord got to come and stop this man and put him in chains, which is his final destination and always has been his destiny, to end up in chains. That's his final destination. Whether he like it or be able to accept it or not, we don't care. It's thus says the Lord, so that's your ass. Let's go ahead and grab these videos. This one ain't going to be long, but I just want to show you the end of America. Now, let's get my man right here. It says Babylon is inevitably doomed for destruction. Now, let's get some of his points. This man brings out some very good points. It says, how can the U.S. expect to have a normal relationship with other countries after they dehumanize Black, brown citizens at home and abroad for decades? Exactly. You expect these people to see you in a good light when they know what you are capable of? They know what you are guilty of? It don't work like that, E. Let's get the video.
I think they're in denial. I mean, because, look, practically speaking, how exactly are you supposed to ever dial back from dehumanizing whole nations, whole countries, whole populations, and then treat them and expect to be treated by them in any kind of normal way? I mean, again, look at the situation inside the U.S. with African Americans. Until today, the racial situation in that country isn't normal. They still don't know how to deal with each other in any kind of a normal way. And the same applies now for the rest of the world and the U.S. Their relations with the rest of the world is very similar to their relations between the former slave owners and the former slaves. Because you dehumanize people. And how are you supposed to get past that? How are you supposed to get that out of your own mind? And how are they supposed to get it out of their own mind about you? It's very difficult. So now the same dynamic, the same dysfunction is going to potentially permanently plague America's relations with the rest of the planet. I mean, in some ways, you could say that the BRICS countries, are almost performing a kind of an intervention, like with an alcoholic or a drug addict. The U.S. is reaching rock bottom, and BRICS is performing an intervention to force them to see, to face what they really are and how they really are, and forcing them to see the way they're going to have to be if they want to recover any kind of respectable role in the world. But until now, I think the U.S. is in denial. They can't face it. You know,
Esau doesn't deal with reality. See, they act like it don't exist. Now, as far as him, we told y'all when he said the thing about the other nations, how they feel about the United States. The United States can't be trusted, and these other nations know this. I mean, look at the United States history. Look at their actions. Look at their words. Their words does not match their actions. They get behind that podium and talk a good one and do the exact opposite after they step down. This is why the other nations are catching on, because these people break treaties left and right. Now let's get the book of Sirach, chapter 14, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? That's why I know nobody trusts him, because he'll betray his own people just for money. He will sell out his own people. He will murder his own people for money. He will smile in your face, shake your hand, and then stab you. That's how he get down, because he's a coward. That's the way cowards play. They have to maintain that dishonorable advantage. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows if he was to come honestly, when nobody believed it. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 28, for they are a nation void of counsel, neither is there any understanding in them. You can't deal with somebody who don't want to deal with reality. You can't. There's no way of dealing with somebody who refuses to acknowledge truth and reality. You can't, ain't no way to have a healthy relationship with a person like that. And that goes for countries all the way across the board. Human relationships, period. You cannot have a healthy relationship with somebody who refuses to accept truth and reality. It's not going to happen. That's why the other nations are shunning away from the United States. Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Don't nobody want to have anything to do with the United States, because they know what they're about. Bullshit. Psalm chapter 58, verse 2. Yea, in heart ye work wickedness, ye weigh the violence of your hands in the earth. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. All of these scriptures apply to Esau. Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. And that day is coming.
Europe is kind of like that last friend of a drug addict who sticks by them until the end, until finally the addict steals from them and lies to them and betrays them too, and eventually they'll lose even that friend.
That's the United States. They cut out everybody's backs. Enemies, allies, they don't care. He that is evil to himself, to whom shall he be good? That's why all these other nations rising up against the United States, even their allies. Check this out, Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country. They shall set themselves in array against her, which is battle formation. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man, none shall return in vain. Those arrows are nuclear missiles. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest. Spoil means to rob. And was not spoiled, that deal treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee. So when the United States think they're in the clear and ain't nobody mad at them, that's when all these nations gonna come down with the Lord's wrath. Isaiah chapter 34, verse 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. That's the nuclear missiles going up in orbit. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is Greek for Edom. And upon and upon the people of my cursed judgment. Now we were under the curses, but the people of the Lord's curse are the Edomites. Number one, he cursed them to be leprous, the transparent skin. You can see the blood through their skin. Number two, he cursed them with blonde hair. Blonde hair is a curse. Number three, they're going to be exterminated. The only nation that's going to be exterminated. Everybody else, after they do their 1,000 years, they're going home. back to the land that the Lord gave them. But Edomites and Amalekites, the Tonarites, they will be exterminated. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 31. Behold, I am against thee, O thou most proud. And nobody ever walked this earth as proud as Esau. Saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, for that day is come, the time that I will visit thee. He is visiting right now.
You know, it's like that song says, America's smoking all of its friends down to the filter, and the inevitable reckoning is coming, and it's going to be hard. But by the time it comes, I don't think anyone will really be interested, because by that time, the world will have already moved on.
See, all that see them shall flee away. Yeah, don't want to have nothing to do with the United States, because the United States has always been full of shit, and they always will be full of shit. How you gonna tell somebody about some democracy when all democracy means is demon rule? How you gonna tell somebody about fairness and justice when you ain't practicing what you preach? Man, shut up. Okay, let's come out of this. Now let's get this video. The name of this is a major sign that Esau's kingdom is coming to an end. Listen up. Check this out.
I want you to see what happened. It wasn't just that the lightning bolt struck the statue. It's what it did. I want you to see the statue, the head of the statue before the lightning. Now that's a halo around the head. What does a halo symbolize? It symbolizes holiness, the holiness of the person around whom is the halo. Now this is what the lightning did. Look at the image. The lightning bolt removed the halo from the statue. It removed the sign of holiness on the statue that points to Pope Francis. The sign would say, there is no holiness. And that wasn't all. I want you to look at the hand of the statue before the striking of the lightning bolt. The hand is holding the keys, as in the keys of Peter. From the scripture, when the Lord says, I will give you the keys to the kingdom. What you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven. What you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Saying that, Peter and the authority of the church, believers, are given authority, access, power, and a connection to heaven and the will of God. What did the lightning bolt do? I want you to see this now. The lightning bolt removed the keys. It melted them away, removed them. And what is that a sign of? The keys are a sign of authority, saying authority is gone. No spiritual authority. The authority of God only comes inside the will of God.
See? Another sign that Esau's kingdom is coming is at an end. Let's get those scriptures that he mentioned. This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 18. And I say also unto thee that thou art Peter, and upon this rock will I build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. Next verse, verse 19. And I will give unto thee the keys of the kingdom of heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt be bound on earth, shall be bound in heaven. And whatsoever thou shalt loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Now, what this translates to is, now that statue showed an Edomite holding the keys, which is like a scepter. It's a symbol of power and authority and rulership. When the lightning struck that head and removed the halo, it showed that Esau is not holy and righteous, but wicked. And number two, when it struck the key, the Lord is showing him that he is no longer in authority. Now, why did the Lord give Esau the keys anyway? To punish us, because we went off. Let's grab it. Let's get it real quick. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because ye have Yahweh to wrath. Ye were delivered unto your enemies. That's why Esau was given the keys. Verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils, and not to Yahweh. See, worshiping other gods. Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. See, we betrayed it. We betrayed the Lord. That's why he sent our enemies against us and gave the Edomites the keys of heaven, which is where the keys to the kingdom. This is their kingdom of heaven right now because they're in rulership. We are in our hell right now because we under these bastards. But the Lord is about to flip roles, switch the roles. That's why the keys were taken from that statue, because their rulership is over with. Let's go.
If you go outside the will of God, you can't wield the authority of God. If you disobey the ways of God, you have no authority. And if any man goes against the will of God and instructs others to do the same, they have no authority at all.
Is that not what Esau does? Is that not what he does? Tempts you, influences you with little subtleties to go against the Lord. Yeah. Oh, you can identify as a man if you're a woman. You can put on a dress. Everything the Bible says not to do, he encourages it on purpose. Just so he can falsely accuse you to the Lord. Let's get it. Yeah, go Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbors drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunk also, that thou may look upon their nakedness. See, he'll pay these Holly weirdos to put on a dress, and then spiritually he'll tell the Lord, look at them, they homosexuals. That's what Esau's doing spiritually, but y'all don't get it. See, Esau trying right now, he's in the process of trying to steal back birthright. But it's not going to happen because it was not written to happen. You know what is written to happen? 1,000 years of captivity and extermination. Job chapter 12, verse 5. Job chapter 5, verse 12. Slide. He disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Verse 13. He taketh the wise their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Now, froward means difficult to deal with. That's Esau. He does that on purpose because he wants to have his way. Difficult, just being difficult for no reason on purpose because he wants his lies to stand and not be questioned. Headlong is with reckless haste. That's Esau. He don't think shit through. Emotional people usually don't. Psalm chapter 21, verse 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. That's why everything that this man is attempting is being exposed. You got Edomites telling on Esau. Psalm chapter 64, verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall be away. Don't nobody want to have nothing to do with a lying ass, difficult to get along with on purpose ass, emotional ass, base man, full of lies and deceit. homosexuality, pedophilia, necrophilia, all the philias. Don't forget lying and murder and theft. See, all this stuff is being exposed by Esau. Let's get it. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord's right hand, that's that cup of captivity, shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. Remember, there was a point in time where Esau was proud of his murder. They got statues of their murderers all over the country. Now they pulling down Christopher Columbus statues, Andrew Jackson, all the murderers. Because the truth is coming out about these people. These are not war heroes. These are merciless murderers. And what does James chapter 2:13 say? Roughly paraphrasing, those that show no mercy shall have no mercy. Let's keep going. Oh, speaking, yeah, let's get this one. Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 16. Woe to thee, O land, when thy king is a child, emotional, and thy princes eat in the morning, selfish. That's what that roughly translates to. Because the princes back in the ancient days, in the ancient world, the princes they would tend to the citizens first, and then they would eat. But the emotional child prince, aka Esau, he gonna eat first. He don't care about the people. See, Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So if Esau's kingdom is about to be destroyed, our kingdom is about to be born, and he's gonna build it for free. Let's see. Psalm chapter 55, verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He has broken his covenant. We have seen this all throughout Esau's history. Starting with the Indians. Way before that, he broke over 500 covenants with the Indians alone. It shouldn't have made it to two. After the first one, oh no, bro, get y'all ass back on them ships and go back where the fuck y'all came from. But see, the tribe of Gad, they're spiritual righteous people. But now that we have learned who our enemies are, nobody reward them as thou hast rewarded thee. Let me get that. Yeah, it is. Revelation chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. We got 500 years of captivity. Esau and other nations got to do 1,000. That's doubling the cup. Y'all got to take a double shot. Notice I didn't say if you wanted to. The Lord is going to make you do 1,000 years of captivity, just like He made us. And He loves us. So you can imagine what your captivity is going to be like. You don't think the Lord only loves Israelites, man? Let's get it. Where is it? 2 Ezra chapter 6. Matter of fact, I give you another pocket. Second Ezra chapter 6, verses 54, I think, through 56. And this gonna kill all that God loves everybody shit that y'all been repeating for years, regardless of how much sense it don't make. 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him cometh we all, and the people also whom thou hast chosen. Verse 55. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Talking about the Israelites. Verse 56. As for the other people, which also come of Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. Spittle is spit, and has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from the vessel. So imagine you carrying a bucket of water and the drop falls. That's what your other nations are to the Lord. You don't believe me? We're going to keep giving you precepts about the Lord. It's only for Israel. Book of Joel, chapter 2:27. And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am your power and none else. My people should never be ashamed. So the Lord does not love everybody. And if you keep repeating that lie when you go lie, you're just stupid as hell. And there's plenty more. That's a whole lesson right there on how the Lord is only for Israel. But that's a whole nother video. We're not going to deter on a tangent like that. I just want to make that point. Proverbs chapter 29, verse 12. The ruler harvests the lives, all his servants are wicked. That's everything in the White House, everything in a government building, everything in a military uniform. They might not know it, but their deeds. They look at who they serve, Esau. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 17. He that is soon angry dealeth foolishly, and a man of wicked devices hate. That's why these other nations turning against your treacherous ass. Job chapter 15, verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, in their belly prepare deceit. Sirach chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy like an iron bosom, so it's wickedness. Israelites ain't got no business believing in this government after all the shit that they have done, what they're doing now, and what they're about to do. Sirach chapter 14, verse 17. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. He gonna show y'all how much he hates y'all. It's coming. Esau finna show his ass because he know he running out of time. This truth is global now. So the people seeing him for the liar that he is, and and look, every little ounce of respect that anybody have for Esau is gone. Sirach chapter 10, verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. If you got homosexuals, pedophiles, liars, thieves, and murderers in the White House, that's what the citizens gonna be. Verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city should be inhabited. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 9. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, spoiled me in the rob. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for all that dwell therein. Psalm chapter 73, verse 17. Until I went into the sanctuary of Yahweh, then understood I their end. So that means that until you get into this truth of what this Bible is really saying, and not what your line as pastor saying is saying, you know what's going to happen. You know the prophecies. You know what's about to happen to Esau. You know what's about to happen to the other nations. You know what's about to happen to the Israelites, regardless of what anybody does or says. Now let's get one more. Just to prove that Esau is on his way out. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. See, Esau lied to y'all. Esau got y'all thinking the kingdom of heaven, you go there after you die. No, the kingdom of heaven is coming here to earth. It's gonna, remember I said this, the roles are about to be switched. Esau is in his heaven right now because he's in rulership. His heaven is about to turn to his hell because Esau will no longer be able to call a shot. You know how much Esau love to be in control. You know he don't know what the fuck he doing. He gonna put on performance like he know what he doing. But yeah, his heaven is about to become his hell because he ain't gonna have control of shit. He ain't gonna have a say so in shit. He ain't gonna be able to do shit without our permission. He's gonna be our property. He is the reparation. Now the scripture go rough paraphrase, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine possession. Yeah. Esau, you just don't know. You reparation, baby. You ain't gonna have no rights. No, you don't die and go to the kingdom of heaven. It's coming here to earth. Just like hell, you don't die and go to hell. Hell is coming to you in the form of nuclear lake of fire. So y'all stop listening to them goddamn lying ass pastors, man. Y'all can't go back to churches. And that's cool. Because since you love church so much, some of y'all can die in church. Because the Lord is not in a temple built with hands, building. We are the temple. We'll get these few more and then we can close on this one. Book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 1. Woe to the bloody city that's full of lies and robbery, the prey depart of not. That's a miracle all day. Verse 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft that selling the nations through her whoredoms. Hell yeah, they steal people. And they still selling people to this day right in your face. What do you think DHR and CPS do? They take your child and sell them to some pedophiles or some type of alphabet person for an adoption fee. We sell nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts. Yeah. So they're gonna be sold. Matter of fact, let's get it in Joel 3 and 8. Joel chapter 3, verse 8. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hands of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off. Since you don't mind selling people, you won't mind being sold. Since you don't mind genociding people, you won't mind being genocided yourself. Let's get it. And it's in Ezekiel 35. Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. You kept on hating, you kept on murdering because you enjoyed it. Okay. That keep that same energy, baby. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Verse 7. Thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate, those are Edomites, and cut off from him that passeth out, and him that returneth. So since you don't mind shedding people's blood, you won't mind your blood running. That's how the Lord sees it. Nahum chapter 3, verse 6. And I will cast filth upon thee, and make thee bow, and set thee as a gazing stock. And that's how the world viewing you now, as a gazing stock, because you stupid as hell. You're wicked as hell. The shit you do don't make sense. The shit you say, people know their lies off the rip. But you see Esau tells confident lies. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Oh, to him that buildeth a town with blood and establishes a city by iniquity. That's America in a nutshell. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. It's called the virgin because war never took place here, but it's about to. See, Esau will take the fight to other countries, tear their shit up. When it's time the war coming here. Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldees, Edomites, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Yeah, all these other nations have lost respect for America because of the shit they do, the shit they say. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not beat thee as man. The Lord coming back as a superpower. An angelic force, along with an army, a fleet of chariots to destroy this bitch. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 5. Well, we can start at verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. Redeemed means revenge. Verse 4. Now that was Isaiah 63, verse 4. This is Isaiah chapter 47, verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Not all, not whosoever. Verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, Edomites. For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. Respect gone. Don't nobody respect America. We can get a couple more clothes. We can get these two. Proverbs chapter 26, verse 25. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. That means this man is completely wicked. 7 mean completion. Verse 26. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be shown before the whole congregation, the whole world looking at this clown for the idiot that he is. Because he is stupid enough to destroy his own kingdom, number 1. Stupid enough to lie his way into captivity, number 2. And number 3, being stupid enough to believe that the Lord ain't gonna do nothing to him, regardless of all this wickedness he has ever done since he's been here on this planet. Yeah, that's a goddamn idiot. And he's about to get everything that the Lord has for him before he goes into 1,000 years of captivity and then extermination. It's not a good time to be an Edomite, but oh well, you'll be all right, I guess. Call Lord Malala, hiding out with Yahweh, about Shim Yahweh Shah, Hamashiach, Malaki, about Shim Harawak, Kakorash, Barak, the water by the Bawa, Kwam Yasharak, Shalom.